right, all right. I tell you what, I have had a, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to call it. First of all, let me first call this an act of good faith by ZZMMan. Because what you are looking at is ZZMMan's. I'm gonna cursor, there we go. This is ZZMMan right here. Alright, this is ZZMMan. See? There he is right there on the map. And we are in ZZMMan's boat. Look at that. Look. Now, you may say, yeah, this looks like your mod pack. It is, because he sent me a replay of a battle that he claims is proof of someone cheating. So this is his replay, but it's playing through my client, and my client has all the modifications, and so his replay is going to, is going to utilize my mods, like the health bars and such like that. I think he may even utilize the aiming reticle. I don't know. I don't know what mods he has, but if you're going, well, this can't be ZZ because does he use your exact mods? I don't know. He just sent me the replay, and the replay plays through my client, and my client's been modded, so it'll have some of my client's mods running here. Interesting. It doesn't have the damage allocation, that I have running down either side, but it does have the extended names and health bars and all that. So, but that's beside the point. This is number one, an act of good faith by ZZ, actually sending me a replay that he claims is proof of someone cheating. The someone here is Savo Ghost. Okay, he's been saying that Savo Ghost shoots over beyond his boat's range capability, and that's what's number two. Number one, this is an act of good faith on ZZ. Number two, this is ZZMMan's proof that Savo Ghost is cheating. That's all I want. When he said the other day, I've got replays, I go, oh my goodness, this is so wonderful. Okay, so now we can see what ZZMMan gets upset about by analyzing his replay. And now, I don't know. Does ZZMMan have this extended information over his? I don't know. This may just be, again, my client. I don't know what he sees, but right now we're seeing everything the way I see it, but we're seeing it from his perspective, but through my binoculars, so to speak. So, we have our numbers and ratings. I think he has rates as well, because we'll see in a minute. And let me show you something here. Let me buzz to the end of this video. There we go. Okay, so this is the end. Now you might go, well, that didn't go very far. No, I don't know, what about 3 minutes? We'll back up in the video in a minute. But this is basically the end of the video, right toward the end. How are you shooting over 12K, Salvo? Orlin is 11.6, and that's true. That's true. Orlin is 11.6, but we see here ZZMMan now basically sidelong accusing Savo of shooting over 12K when the Orlin is 11.6. So that's the charge that he has made, that Savo's cheating because he's found a way to shoot beyond his gun, his boat's range. Where does ZZMMan come up with this charge? All right, now I've shown on my videos and multiple times where he claims, that I'm cheating because I'm shooting him and he can't see me. And so I can't, even though we're both in Black Swans and such. So I must be cheating because I'm shooting him, though he can't see me. He doesn't understand spotting mechanics. And then later on, I'm cheating because I'm hitting his Citadel when he claims he was completely nose on to me. But again, the other video, I showed that he was in fact not nose on to me, and that I was in fact hitting his citadel, because that's precisely where I was aiming. I do not aim at boats. I aim at citadels of boats. Okay? I do things and such. So I had those videos from my perspective showing that what he could not understand, but I was showing that I was able to shoot him from stealth because I had a teammate showing me where he was. Another time I was shooting his citadel because I was aiming for his citadel, even though he thought his citadel was protected. It was in fact not. So we have in two cases charges that I show are made by an individual that does not understand the way the game works. And so since he doesn't understand the way the game works, he works with his limited understanding, and anything outside of his understanding is a cheat. Here we go. Alright, so here it is. He's charging him with Savo with shooting over 12k. Let's back this video back up. Alright, here we go. Okay. Now, the clock up here, it is yeah, that's right. This is just the time that it was when I recorded it, I think. Is that right? I need to make sure I don't make any statements here that are off base. I'm checking something here. I guess I should have checked this before. Yeah. Well, I don't know. You know what? I don't know. But we're going to use this a real-time clock here. So we're starting at, it says it's 4 o'clock in the morning. 17 minutes, 53 seconds. Yeah, so that's about where we start here. Okay. And we'll start the video. Now I'm playing it at slow speed here because it really is going to come down to Savo and Ramram's interaction. Here's Ramram in his Hermelin, and Savo here is in his Orla. Okay, you see Savo. Let's stop this here real quick. Savo at 13.8. This is him out here. How do I know? Because he's the one that's showing up, and he's the one that's showing up. Okay, so there you go. Now, I think that at this point in time, ZZMMan understands what's happening. What do I mean by that? I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that he knows that that's the range from him. It's 13.8. That's the range from him, 12.3. And it's practically in a straight line, so I know it's a little sloppy math. I'm not going to worry with trigonometry, okay, today. I'm not going to worry with it. But 13 minus 2 is 11. 8 minus 3 is 5. So it appears as though Savo is 11.5 kilometers from Ramram when he's taking these shots. Ramram is kind of going that way. Savo is kind of going that way. Kind of going east. Kind of going east. So they're 11, as I said, 11.5, which is just inside Savo's shooting range. Shooting range is 11.6. That's correct. Okay. And so they're shooting at each other. Savo just inside his range. Now Ramram, if he has his captain rated all the way up to the first level 4 skill, which in the tier 1 is usually advanced fire training, well, that bumps up his range, I think 20%, something like that, I don't know. Anyway, it bumps his range up to about 11.85, somewhere around there. All right, so he basically has a little over 0.2 of a kilometer increased range over the Orlan at 11.6. And the way that Ram is shooting and hitting Sabo, and later on, informs me that Ram does indeed have advanced fire training on his captain here. Sabo obviously has advanced fire training on his captain over here. So we have an 11.8 something or other shooting at a boat that's 11.5 away from him, and that boat 11.5 away is shooting just inside his range of 11.6 back at him. So here we have this exchange going on, and Sabo gets some hits. Ram sending some shots his way. We're not going to worry with Dontrin here in his Hermla. Okay. ZZ is moving forward into range. The best the Swan can do, the total outside shot range is about 11 moves, 10.5. So he's well outside of all this kind of stuff here. I'm pointing out here on this video that the 12.5 is how far he is from ZZ. Now let's take a look here. ZZ is 12.4 away from Sabo. Now, I think this next few seconds is where the charge comes in. We've got to remember he's got to be shooting over 12, because that was the charge. How are you shooting over 12? So I don't think he was bothered when he was showing up at 13 away from him. He kind of understood that. But as this boat gets closer, he thinks he's closer to him than he is. Sabo or ZZ, I think, thinks that he is closer than he is to this boat. I don't know. But just to keep us clear here, that is 1.6. He is 1.6 kilometers away from ZZMMan. Ram is. Alright, and he is 12.4. Now again, I'm not going to bother with trigonometry. What we'll do here, though, is we'll subtract 1.6 from 12.4. Well, that's 11.4. That's, 10.8. So, and then we'll even add 1/10 of a kilometer for the offset. Okay, let's add a 10. So that's, he's 11 or 10.9. So while he's shooting from ZZMMan's perspective at 12.4, he's actually around 10.9 from Ram. Okay, at this point in time. Let's keep going. You see Ram shooting him, and Ram continues to have a shot. That's Ram shot on its way over. ZZ, or Sabo, excuse me, continues to have a shot at him. He is only 1.5 away. We still have kind of a straight line. 12.3 minus 1 is 11.3. Minus 0.5 is 10.8. And then we'll add up 0.1, 10.9. So they're still well within shot range of each other at 10.9, while ZZ is still seeing him at over 12. Alright, we have more incoming shots here at 19:17. These are two salvos from Sabo ghosts on their way to Ram. This is Ram shot, is that right? Yeah, it's on its way away. So here's Ram shot. These two shots are incoming. Shoot, from Sabo ghosts. Now let's take a look. He is starting to come south, but he is still well forward of ZZ's position here. He is still well forward. So 12.3 minus 1, 11.3, 0.4, It's 10.9, and then let's add that little bit, that 0.1 back for the, the deflection off, as it were. I'm just doing back of the napkin concept of trigonometry here. So we'll just say that he's at a straight 11 kilometers away. All right, so they are both within range of each other and both still shooting at each other. Okay. All right. Here comes salvo coming into ram now. First one's miss. Second one's miss. Notice the salvo. All right, we got this here. Here's the next run of salvo from Salvo Ghost. Now, as he shot that, he was, see, this is 1.3 away, and the deflection is a little bit more now, so we'll have to actually add, let's add 0.2. But he's still forward of ZZ in relation to the Orlan. So the Orlan's 12.2 away. Ram is 1.3, so 12 minus 1 is 11. 0.2 minus 0.3, that's actually 10.9, and we'll add 2, so we'll say 11.1. Salvos was 11.1 away at the time, shooting this salvo, because this is an incoming here. Alright, now he's like at 11.3 at this point in time, probably now, because Hermelin's moving away, Orlan's moving away, so they are closing, or not closing, but they are opening up the distance. And here is the last salvo. Let's see if we can follow that salvo back. Hang on. What do I mean the last? I want to show you something. When Salvo shoots this salvo is coming toward Ram. 12.3 minus 1 is 11.3 minus 0.4 is 10.9 with a terror of, those terror 2 is 11.1. Okay, he's 11.1 away, moving further away. This is the last salvo that he fires at about 11.1 away from Ram. Why do I say that? Take a look at the salvos behind that comes from Salvo Ghost. Take a look at the salvos. Right. Here's the second round. But the second round is not following the first round. Why? Because he's moving away and a new target has come in. Alright, so here's this salvo here. But now his new target is what? Well, STV. So we're not going to see any more salvos from Salvo Ghost. Although Ram is still shooting. Why? Because Ram has a slightly greater range. So Ram gets an extra couple of shots off there. Okay? But Ram himself is not being hit by any more salvos because they are at extreme range, and Salvo has taken up new gun rangings against STV. So at no time was Salvo firing at Ram at over 12 kilometers. At no time. The best, the widest range probably that Salvo had on Ram. This is Ram shots, not Salvo. It's going that way. Okay. The widest range that we see Salvo having on Ram is approximately 11, maybe 11.1, maybe as much as 11.2. And let's make sure we have this here. And, yeah, the last shot that he took was okay, here, yeah. That's his last shot on him. And let's follow these two shells back. Those two shells seem to originate about there. Barely you can see. Those are going to be the last two shells that Salvo shoots at Ram. Again, Ram is closer to Salvo than ZZ is. 12.3 minus 1 is 11.3 minus 0.4 is 10.9 plus 0.2 for the deflection, which I think is, so from 11.9 and then add 0.2 is or excuse me, 10.9 add 0.2 is 11.1. Salvo shoots Ram at approximately 11.1 kilometers out, which is inside Salvo's extreme range. And by that time, he is already, it'll be his last shot on Ram. He will be reorienting his guns, since he's going to be in the middle of a turn, reorienting his guns to a target that's getting closer to him, not to a target that's on his shot line, but a target that's inside his shot line and getting closer, and that's going to be STV and A and W, otherwise known as ST. Okay. So there it is. That's his last shot right there that I'm pointing at. And he shoots at Ram, which is a target that is approximately 11.2, even perhaps 11.3 kilometers away. This boat is about 11.3 kilometers at most at the time that this shot right there is being fired. 11.3 kilometers. And I'll slow down this slow video. So let's watch this shot. Alright, here we go. That's the last shot right there at 11.3 kilometers. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Now you may say, what is this shot? It looks as though this shot is maybe from the black, another Orland here that you can't see. But here, this is Salvo's. This is Salvo's shot at Ram. Here it comes. Yeah. Here it comes. Remember, when was it fired from Salvo? Approximately at the extreme range. The furthest out it could probably be is about 11.3. There's a shot. Notice these other shots here going behind the island. Okay. And beginning to target STV. There it is. So, here is ZZMMan's video that he took the time to email to me, that he declares is proof that Salvo shot over 12 kilometers. We've just analyzed that Salvo's boat was at most 11.3 kilometers away from Ram. So as I have said before, and before that, and even before that, ZZ does not have a good grasp of spotting mechanics, nor can he figure out distances. All right, I told him I'm going to analyze this video quite carefully, quite ruthlessly, and that's it. And so, so we move on ahead in the video. There's no other shots that Salvo takes at Ram. The next shots he's taking is at this boat here, which is well inside his shot range. But nonetheless, ignorance does not stop accusation. And so the accusations that Salvo's been making against Salvo, or ZZ's been making against Salvo, like this, boom. All right. Once again, accusation that we have used ZZ's own, he calls it proof. So he sent me his video. This is his video where he says this is proof that Salvo has shot over 12 kilometers. I have the video to show it. And he was nice enough in good faith to send me his proof. And we have just recognized what? That it's not proof at all. When you slow it down, when you assess distances, timings, the last shot that Savo took at Ram Ram was at the most 11.3 kilometers, not over 12 kilometers. And 11.3 is under the Orland's max of 11.6 kilometers, right? Okay, well, I have shown proof from my videos that that ZZ's accusations are wrong. I mean, wrong. And I've shown him wrong, but yet he would continue to accuse me. Now he's been accusing Savo of cheating. And what's Savo's cheat? He shoots longer than his boat can shoot. And so using ZZ's video that ZZ claims as proof, I have shown that Savo shot at 11.3, not over 12. So to ZZ, I say thank you for acting in good faith. You really do believe that he shot it over 12. Otherwise, you wouldn't have sent me the video to show me, unless you really believe that it was showing something. And hopefully this video will, again, demonstrate that you are incorrect. You are incorrect in how you think that shot volley went down. Okay, that's what I have to say about it. He sent it, I've scrutinized it, and there you have it. Take care.